Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Revenge of Shinobi for Genesis and Mega Drive. We are now in an airport, and instead of ninjas and samurai, we now have army men, we have soldiers, we have flamethrower guys that will shoot at us. If you know how to deal with the ninjas from the first two stages, the first two rounds, you know how to deal with the soldiers. As for the flamethrower guys, you definitely don't want them to get too close because their flamethrowers can go a pretty neat distance. Not too far, but you'd be surprised. And you also got these guys that throw bombs too. The bombs are a bit tricky. While they're going up, they can't hit you. It's only when they're going down that they can. And of course, you also want to stay away from the explosions that they create when they hit the ground. After getting some more ammo here, I'm trying to conserve my shurikens as best as I can. I do want to go up here, slash the box with the sword because I have the power up, and grab that Endra ninjutsu. Take care of the guy that was lying down in a sniping position, and then get that hidden large heart power up. I'm now going to switch to the Karyu ninjutsu, and since I have two ninjutsu uses on my person, I'm going to use one of them against all these guys. Notice that the dogs are back. They're just like the dogs in the very beginning of round one, and they're not even that much different. Also, I lost my power up, but thankfully it works as a free hit. And I'm going to use my other ninjutsu of Karyu here. Don't worry, we're going to get another one. And thankfully, that opened some boxes, which gave me my increased power back. Now, double jump up there, shoot his shuriken to the right, and you'll get an extra ninjutsu. By the way, you do have to use the double jump to go back and forth between one side of the fence and the other. That's how you're going to get some of the enemies and some of the power-ups in the first section. And now we're in the second section, which takes place in a plane. You may notice some doors in the background wall. You do not want to be in front of them when they're open because you will get sucked out and you will die instantly regardless of how much health you have. Not something that I want to deal with. Not something anybody wants to deal with. Also, that box is a bomb. Let's not open it. That one, though, has 5 shurikens, so I do want to open that. And I want to get my power up back. And I want to take care of these guys too. I'm going to switch to Karyu here. And I lost my power up, but that's no big deal. I do stick to the right here to avoid getting hit. And I found a hidden one-up just by throwing a shuriken near the side of the floor there. After grabbing some health and some shurikens, I jump up and use my jutsu of Karyu to not only kill those two guys so that they don't give me trouble later, but I accidentally find a double shuriken power-up. That would have given me 20. I've got 154, and I'm using these pretty sparingly. I think I should be okay. I have most of the enemies that I want to get cleared out anyway. It is possible to be knocked back into the open doors and lose a life, so you do want to be careful about that. And up there was supposed to be a crate with a bomb, but because we used just Jutsu of Karyu there, or close to that spot, that crate and that bomb did not show up. Also to the right of that door, to the right, above it is a large health pickup, but good luck picking that up while trying to do the double jump because more than likely you're not going to make it. And now it's time for the boss. It's this brain in a metal casing. This cylindrical metal casing. Finally, I got that word out. You have to avoid the little laser beam shooter right there at the top of the screen. And you just have to wait patiently for this metal case to open up and let this brain come out. This brain is under glass. And you have to hit that brain that's under glass with a shuriken. After you hit it with the shuriken, it will go back down into the metal casing, and then the metal casing will close, and you have to wait for it to open again. And then you hit the brain with the shuriken again, and you just keep doing this until the thing dies. When the brain turns green, it's pretty close to death. I can use the Jutsu of Karyu in order to do that, or I can use the fourth ninjutsu, which name escapes me at the moment. I'm pretty sure future me will figure that out. You can use that to do a self-destruct attack that will destroy everything on screen at the cost of one of your lives. Hence, I only want to use it only when it's really necessary, because this is an easy mode where you start with 9 lives. And you may notice there's another second laser beam cannon up there on the upper right-hand corner of this boss room. There's me switching to the ninjutsu there. Believe it or not, you can get on top of this metal case and wait there, and you can just attack the brain under glass up close, especially if you have the power-up that lets you hit things with your sword up close. That'll do a ton of damage, and you don't even have to worry about using one of your shurikens when you do that. Only thing is, though, you do have to avoid the laser beam cannon up there at the back of the machine while you're trying to do this. And it is really, really easy to lose a lot of health if you're really fumbling around in this room. So you do want to be careful. And at this point, the brain is good and green. I do want to get like 1 or 2 shots at this point before I decide to use my ninjutsu. I know this is probably the most boring thing you will watch, but trust me, I'm making the hard way look dreadfully easy, and I don't feel like moving across a much more smaller section of the stage at the back of the machine to deal with that other laser cannon up there on the ceiling. At this point, I pretty much get my last hit in, and I just wait for the laser beam cannon to just do its thing as I move back and forth. And here's where it happens. That thing is dead. Thankfully, that part that flies out does not hurt you. And for getting 100,000 points, we actually got a life extension. I'm not sure if you saw that up there in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. But for every 100,000 points, you get an extra 2 units of health. It's not much, but it's still enough to help you take an extra hit or 2 before you die. And if you can get through quite a bit of these rounds and get a lot of points, those points do add up, and those life extensions add up, and you'll have quite a bit of health, and you'll be able to hold your own just a little bit better. But that is it for round 3. Join me next time for round 4. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!